Hey, what up everybody, this is Stephen Breach coming to you. The other day I made a video about Mr. Anderson leaving TNA. It turns out that not everything Stevie Breach says is 100% fact and true, because today the news came out that Mr. Anderson was able to reach a deal and he will be able to stay with TNA. TNA, honestly, in my fact, I don't think that Mr. Anderson is the guy that they want to have, but he's the guy that they want to keep on the roster. It's probably better for him that he's staying with TNA, not heading over to WWE. That probably would have been a pretty big gamble to see, what they would have done with him. A lot of times they'll bring guys like that back so they can have a little bit of name recognition, but then once they get there, they don't really do anything out with them except just put them out there just to the job matches. And at least you're wrestling for WWE and you're in the big time, but that shit ain't fun. And more than likely, there's not another WWE movie in his future, I don't think. But for Mr. Anderson staying in TNA, he's probably got at least a few big matches left in him. You can say the one that he had on Impact was probably one of the best he had in TNA. Of course, everybody's going to remember the Anderson versus Angle matches from back in the day. Everybody's also going to remember when he was the TNA champion. He dropped the match to Jeff Hardy. That's when he dropped the title the first time. I think he won it again. He dropped it to Jeff Hardy when Jeff Hardy turned heel another time. But that's pretty funny that he thought he lost the title to the same guy both times. I'm honestly going to remember him, doing the whole asshole gimmick. It just seemed to me like when he was with TNA, he just cussed on TV just basically because he could. And that's the guy he wants to be, so he basically just did what he wanted to. He started rubbing me off the wrong way doing that sort of a gimmick because most of the time, that was back like 2010, 2011. A lot of those times I was watching wrestling while I was watching my girls at the same time, and knowing that if she's 1 year old, she's going to start saying anything that she hears more than once, more than twice. It's just going to get in her brain. I didn't need her running around, yelling asshole, asshole all the time, because that's a little bit hard and a little bit difficult to understand. But he sort of dropped that. He says it every once in a while now and then. He's not saying it every 5,000 times trying to sell a T-shirt. But I don't know, him versus Bully Ray, if they hold Anderson out for 2 months, I guess you can say, and then the whole Styles versus Bully Ray feud is all over and done with. It'd be good to have him come back. Maybe he can be the guy who finally puts Aces and Eights out of their misery. Who knows what they're going to do with those guys. Obviously, Bully Ray's going to have his big match. But what are they going to do with the other guys? You have Knox, Briscoe, you have Bischoff. It would be nice to see, Briscoe and Bischoff form some sort of a tag team, go after the TNA tag belts. Whoever has it, Gunstorm, or I guess they're going to be fighting for the titles on next Thursday with Hernandez and Chavo. Hopefully that's not going to be a match that carries over for Bound for Glory. That's not something I really want to see, especially with James Storm being one of my favorite guys in the company. And Gunner's all right, but Chavo and Hernandez, I thought those guys were done and over with, but I guess not. But we'll see what happens for Anderson. Hopefully they hold him off for a little bit so they can build up some heat with this whole big match that he had and being kicked out of Aces and Eights. But knowing TNA, he'll show up in 2 weeks on the live Impact, so we'll see what happens.